Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Simbiat. If you are new here, thank you for clicking play. Please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button and also turning on post notifications so you can get notified as soon as I post my content. And to the OGs, thank you guys for the support so far. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through how I make this cake. I was actually teaching my younger brother how to bake a cake, and this was what we got. Also, we followed a guide, but not entirely because we don't have the measuring tools. So just enjoy. Without further ado, let's get right in. Alright, here are some of the ingredients. We need the baking flour, the eggs, sugar, preservative, 40% alcohol. We use that as a preservative, even though we later didn't use it. Then the baking powder, the milk flavor, the nutmeg, and the margarine. So I am going to be using manual blender as a mixer. Hopefully it works out. We're just trying things out in this video basically. And you first of all put in the margarine. So we just used half of that margarine. The margarine is actually 250 grams, and then we just with discretion used half of it, and then we mixed that, and we mixed for a bit, and then added the sugar, the granulated sugar, and then incorporated that into the margarine, and then continued mixing until the margarine becomes very soft. Like, is it soft? Yeah, it's soft and also double in size, kind of not double, but like a 25 to 30% increment. Okay, so intermittently you just want to keep scraping so that you can get all the sugar incorporated into the butter. And you can also do this by using a turning spoon or stick and a bowl, but I actually just thought this was going to be easier. But because the margarine was really small, we're making like a very small size cake. It's just a practical thing, so it was really stressful using this mixer, but you know, we die here. No, we leave actually. Okay, so this was what we got after like some minutes of mixing. Yeah, minutes, about I think roughly 30 minutes of mixing here, if I'm not mistaken. So we did that, and then after that we then mixed 4 fresh egg. You break the eggs and then you mix them and then pour it into the margarine and sugar. Yeah, pour it into the margarine and sugar mix. Yes. Okay, before you pour into the margarine and sugar mix, you want to whisk the egg, but you don't want to whisk too much. So we just whisk it until it was foamy, and then we pour it into the mix, the sugar and butter mix, and we poured in batches. So I actually poured in like 3 parts. This mixture, I poured it in 3 parts into the mixture in the mixer. If you get what I mean, mixture in the mixer. Yeah, mixture in the mixer. Can we do that like a tongue twister? Mixture in the mixer, 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 mixture in the I think I did like 5. How many did you do? Okay, so that process, just enjoy the process. And prior to this, I already mixed my dry ingredients in another bowl. So I mixed the flour, the baking powder, the milk flavor, the nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. Actually mixed all of those in another separate bowl, and then I'm going to be incorporating it into this mixture now, into this liquid mixture or semi-solid mixture, whatever it is that the outcome is. But I think it's more liquid than, oh yeah, it's just kind of viscous. Yep. Okay, so I'm still scraping the sides intermittently as well, so that we can get every single ingredient into the mixture. You can incorporate everything nicely into it. No wastage here, guys. and you don't want to whisk too much. That was what I saw in the video that I watched, but I later saw another video that says you can whisk so well. Because I've baked, like, it's been a long while I baked, so I can't even remember how the process, and so I just had to watch videos, and I was just following some things. Well, now that I think about it, there were things I should have done differently, but let's just enjoy this. It still turned out really great. My parents really loved it when they tasted it. It was really nice. The sugar wasn't too much. It was just right amount, but I just thought it could have been fluffier. And I think it was when I was mixing the flour, the powdered ingredients with the incorporating the powdered ingredients into the liquid ingredients that I got it really, really messed up. But if you are a cake expert here, you can leave it in the comment to tell us what we've done wrong, what we did wrong actually. Just tell us, and we are all for feedback here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I was incorporating usually before now, the way I do it is, even though I don't still have measuring tools, I just gauge the measuring the flour. Like as soon as I add in batches like that, and I see that it is um already thick enough but still flowy, I just it's just enough. But the batter I created in this video was kind of, it was very viscous than flowy, if you get what I mean. You're going to see the end result. So I just kept adding, because in the video I watched before making this, the trainer actually made a batter like very thick, not too thick, but it was very viscous. That's what I'm trying to say. So it wasn't flowy as such. Okay, so just mix, and you want to incorporate carefully. You don't want to, this is just because it is being forwarded. That's why it's so fast. I wasn't mixing that fast. I was just mixing it slightly, gently, with love, with with all the love you can put into it, and that's what makes the difference. Because when the love is in it, it tastes differently. Even if you don't put the right amount of ingredients, it tastes differently. My dear, look at put what cup of salt inside what cup of rice and say you cook with love. It will still be very salty. I'm just saying. Thank you. Okay, normally this should have been like still okay, but no, I wasn't convinced that I had gotten it the way the person in the trainer and the video did it. So I added more dried ingredients and became thick, like, yeah, thick. Anyways, after this, I moved on to preparation of the pan. I'm going to be using. Oh no, that wasn't what I did. Um, after this, I placed the I created the oven. So the thing is, we're not going to be using the electric oven that you guys know or anything. This is like a locally or improvised oven. So I used a cooking gas, a pot, and then sand. So this is it. So I placed the cooking pot on the gas, and then I placed sand and a bit of sand in the pot, and then I put like what's it called, something just to elevate the baking pan, and not so that it does not sit directly on the sand, just the way it's is in the oven, just for convection to happen. You understand, for convection to happen. Okay, so I prepared the baking pan by adding butter into it and then rubbing it all over the sides and edges of the baking pan, and this is so that the batter does not stick to it and then it doesn't get burnt, or you don't have to go through the stress of washing the baking pan so hard and scrubbing so hard after baking, if you know what I mean. Yes. Okay, so you had flour as well, and then the flour you just spread it all over the pan, and because there is already butter around the pan, the flour adheres to the surface, the interior surface of the baking pan. Okay, so that's just it. And then you're good to go. Just add the butter. Don't worry. When I get instruments, I'm still going to redo these, and I hope it just turns out really great. But I'm still going to do it one more time and create like a batter that isn't as viscous as this, something that is less viscous. And I'm sure that people with the amount of love I will now incorporate. Hey, you will beg for it. But this one too, and just wait for it. You will see that you're going to still beg me for it. Okay, so this is it. And then at this point, I remember that there are two people that have different notion, or there are two school of thoughts here. Some people think that you shouldn't eat the base of the pan on the floor just to spread it, that you should just do it like with your hand or just move it around, and that's fine. While some people think yes, tap it on the floor, or tap the base on the floor, something, so that there wouldn't be any air bubbles or anything inside it. Whatever the reason is, all I know is, since my mother's time, okay, sorry, but when I was younger, my mom does like this little baking. Not that she's a pro or anything, she just does it then, so I don't even know how she learned it. She taps it, so I tapped it. Okay, so I couldn't show you guys the process of me putting it into it. So this is the final result after about 45 minutes of baking. This is what we ended up with. At this point I thought it has gotten burnt, because man, look at the side, they were looking brown, and I was scared that, oh no, 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 it could have been burnt. And then I placed a white flat plate on top of it, and then flipped it over so that I can remove the cake from the baking pan. My dear, it was flawless, it was smooth, easy remover. Born for where? Who's your baker that is getting your cake all burnt? Not me, not me, not me. All right, guys, this is what we ended up with. It was nice, it was very tasty, really good. It could have been fluffier, no lies, but it was really nice. And it gets other when it gets cooler. Okay, guys, that's the end of today's video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share with your friends and families, and as well comment. Love you guys. Bye.